Hey everyone, this is Patty from Metaphysical Insight, and I haven't put out the zodiac sign, readings for March. Just trying to deal with a few things personally, so I really don't have time, but I'm going to do just a little quick one card for each of the signs, and a really quick reading, okay, for them, just for the month of March here, and then we'll get back to things in April. Okay, so we're going to lay out 12 cards. Okay, let's just lay out 12 cards. Okay. Okay, how do we do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, it's an extras, but we're going to put them away. We don't need those. All right, so let's see. The first one we're going to look at here, excuse me, it's a little messy. The first one we have is the Eight of Wands. This is for Aquarius, okay, for the month of March. Looks like there's communication coming, important communication actually for you. Travel, a lot of movement happening for you. If you haven't had any movement or low communication, that's coming in for you with the Eight of Wands. And the Wands move pretty fast in the Eight. So if you've been waiting for some news or things to happen for you, it is going to come pretty fast for you. So don't get discouraged or anything like that. There is going to be movement for you, swift movement actually. So look for some special communication. Look for travel. There could be travel with business, for personal. And it looks like for a lot of people, it's going to be travel by air because the wands usually represent traveling by air. And we do have both land and water. So some of you will be traveling, could be, out of the country or by water, and some just, traveling locally within the area that you're in as far as, flying. Okay, so you may not be going far, you may be flying to another local city or something like that. But as far as communication goes, there's going to be a great deal of communication. And if things have been stagnant for you, things are going to start to pick up. And if it doesn't happen this month of March, it is coming soon for you. Okay, Aquarius? All right. So the next card we have is going to be for Pisces. I like that, Temperance. Okay, so Temperance is a really great card. It's a major arcana card, so it's very important. And so, with this here, we see the cups not balanced. So it's a matter of timing. So sometimes it means, be patient until these cups start to balance things out, until things start to become ready for you. And sometimes it means it's just going to be it's going to be just about ready for that, or the timing is coming, and or the timing is now for things for you. Okay, Pisces. So just be patient. If it hasn't happened just yet for you, it will be happening soon for you. And some of us feel, maybe the Pisces, we do feel a little out of whack when we do have the cups like that, or, the cups like that, being a little bit unbalanced. That means we're trying to get ourselves that way. We may be going back and forth about our thoughts with things because it looks like with this, it's like the liquid is being transferred from one to the other. Okay. And that also represents a lot of things. It represents abundance. It represents, going from one location to another location or changing one thing to another thing. But the main thing theme for this card is, patience and timing. Okay. And so the timing, if it isn't ready yet, it's telling you the time is coming up. And for others, the timing is now. So get ready, okay, for whatever it is that you're doing in your life. You may not have to be patient anymore. For others, you just may have to be a little more patient, but there are changes coming for you, and it's really good. Okay, Pisces. Okay, then we go from Pisces to Aries. Okay, Aries has, it's the Four of Pentacles. And that's kind of holding on to things. And, it could be anything because this is a general reading, again, for everybody, just so you know. So, it may not resonate with some and it may resonate with others. And, just look for your rising and moon sign too in this reading. And so, it's like either trying to save money for some of us. Okay. And for, the Pisces out there, it's holding on to situations a little bit too tightly. Sometimes if we hold on to something a little bit too tightly, nothing can move. Okay. It stays that way. So, loosen up a little bit, okay, and let things flow if you're starting to hold on to something too much. If you're holding too tightly to something in a relationship, sometimes you have to let things go, okay, or loosen up a little bit for things to flow better. If you're trying to save money, you'll be doing that for some people. Some people will be able to save a little more than others. It just depends, since it's a general reading, on our situation. And then, sometimes we're holding on to emotions, too much and thoughts too much. So on one hand, this card represents, holding on too tightly onto things, whatever it is for you that you're dealing with. And on the other hand, this is, holding tightly to, some dear things that we, love in our lives. And this is also for people who are trying to save money. Okay. And it looks like you'll be able to do that, which is really good. Okay. So with Aries, and then I think we're going into Taurus, right? Which is March, April, February, March, April, the Taurus. Okay. Time frame here. So that was Aries, which is March, April. This is April, May, which we're heading into, which is the Taurus. Okay, this is for our lovely Taurians out there. You have the Fool card, another major arcana, which is really, really nice. Okay, this is wanting to start a new journey and actually taking a new journey. This is, for some of you, wanting to do some things and maybe just having to take a leap of faith with it. Hey, I really want to do that. Maybe a little nervous about it because, hey, I'm not too sure, but I think I want to try it. I think I'm just going to take that leap of faith and see where God leads me or see where that road leads me. Okay, it's having faith in things because on this thing here, he's looking up. Okay, he's looking up. And if he keeps going further, he's going to step off, and he would be stepping off in faith. Okay, in hopes that something is going to actually be there for him when he steps off and not fall off this cliff and nothing happened for him, which if something does happen might not be too good, but not in this case here. Okay, it's called having faith. And so he is taking that step to do what he wants to do in life. Some of you may really want to do that or contemplating that. So some of you at this time may be contemplating that. This is also representing, getting close to definite. This is also representing, taking a trip. It could be a road trip, anything like that. It's, going on your way, doing things. And for others, it's just going out and having some fun. Hey, I haven't had fun in a really long time. I'm just going to, take that leap of faith and go out there, even though we have COVID and all these other crazy things happening. I'm just going to go out there and have a little fun because I haven't done that in a really long time. So for some, you're just going to do that for the Taurians, and for others, you're going to actually be taking a leap of faith about something. And again, it will be different for everyone, whatever that leap of faith is, whatever that, a little journey is that you want to be doing. And others may be just contemplating it right now and then be heading on that journey. Okay, which is really, really nice. So what do we have? May, then May, June. We have Gemini coming up here. Okay, and the Gemini has, I love this. This is the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is celebration. It's also getting together with friends and having a good time. It's also, it could be celebrating anything because it's a general reading. Whatever you're going through, Gemini, it will be cause for celebration. So if you haven't celebrated, you will be. There will be a cause for you to celebrate. Again, this could be a celebration regarding a work situation or just a personal pleasure situation or getting together with friends and having a good time. It could be representing going places with people. There may be something extremely celebratory, that you want to share with others, and you meet up and have a really good time celebrating this new thing that's coming in your life. Hey, people could be having babies. It could be celebrating almost anything. But the bottom line of this card is happiness, joy, having a good time. It could be going to a wedding and enjoying yourself. Everybody's just, dancing and having fun. So whatever, is going on in your life, Gemini, this card here is saying that it's going to be a good thing and a positive thing, and you will be celebrating something happy that's either in your life or coming into your life. Okay, so that's Gemini. And so we have, what do we have? Then we have Cancer after Gemini, right? Oh, this is a great card too. Look at this. This is the Six of Wands. This is a card of victory. Love victory. The laurel wreath, okay, on his head and on his staff represents victory. Okay, and so whatever you're dealing with, if you've been waiting for news, if you've been starting, want to start a new job or a new project or go on a journey or whatever you're looking to do, there is a victory attached to it. So if you're going through some, crap now, or, you haven't heard any good news, or if you've been waiting for something, interviews or whatever it is, starting businesses, traveling, whatever it is, because this, he's on his way somewhere too. Okay, so if you haven't had any victory, you're on your way to victory. Okay, you're on your way to that. So again, since it's a general reading, it's not going to always happen in the month of March. It could be, for some, it could be already happening. For others, they could be just dealing with situations that's going to bring them victory. And some are going to be experiencing victory already or within the next coming months. So whatever you're dealing with, again, it could be anything. There is victory associated with it, and it's a really good thing, which causes you to move forward in life. Okay, so that's a really good card, Cancer. I love that card. Now we're going into Leo. Okay, oh, this is lovely. Okay, it's the Ace of Wands. That's a new beginning. So it represents growth. Look at all the growth around that wand. Okay, the Ace of Wands, this is a fire sign card. Okay, and it usually represents a fall time frame, and it also represents the number 1. Okay, and so this could represent work. Lots of times the wands represent work and growth. Okay, so if anybody is in a working in a company or just dealing, they could be entrepreneurs, whatever you are, wherever you're working at, you have growth that is going to be happening for you. So if you're looking for promotions or anything like that, that's going to be happening for you. And it could be between now, possibly, and the fall time frame, or it could be a day, a week, a month, because it is 1. For others, things are growing for you. You are going to have a new beginning, because the aces do represent a new beginning. I love aces, okay? And it could be representing a new beginning in work or just growth in some way. It doesn't always have to be work with the wands. You could be working on projects, or you could be doing something new in your life. People do want to travel, because the wands do represent, like we have the 8 of Wands over there and the Aquarius, they do represent, movement. So movement and growth. So you will have something that is coming for you. And some people will be having new ideas. Okay, there'll be new ideas started for you, and some things may happen. The new ideas may strike you when it comes to fall time frame, or it may strike you really now. You might start working on things now, but in either case, or in any case, it represents new and a new beginning. So you cannot beat that. That is awesome. Okay, great, Leo. Love it. Love that. Okay, and now we get into the Virgo. Oh, look at that, Virgo. Virgo, the Hermit card. It does represent you, the Virgo. And the Hermit represents mentors. Okay, researching things, looking into things, either, you being a mentor or you seeking out a mentor. It could also represent, people that are seeking advice from someone. It could be anything from like a medical advice to just some personal advice to some work advice, seeking out counsel, seeking out, therapy, either becoming a therapist or a counselor in some way, and looking into that. Looking into schooling, it represents going to school. You could be a teacher in school. It represents a lot, and it's interesting because it is a Virgo time frame, and it is a major arcana, Virgo time frame card, and it is a major arcana. So in your actual time frame of the Virgo time frame, things may be happening for you then, or you may be looking then. It could be people graduating in whatever the field they've gotten into with this, to be a mentor or whatever it is that they're going to be. It could be a teacher or anything like that. It could be in the healing arts. It could be in anything like that. And if you decide to seek counseling, it may be during that time, or so it kind of is broad because this is a general reading. And so in any case, it's a major arcana, and this, I'm getting good vibes, so it's a really good thing. It's not a bad thing, because if you are seeking help in therapy or anything like that, that's going to help you. If you're seeking to be that, you're going to help others. If if you're just like, searching, online, the internet, to see what you want to do in life and research, or you have you look for a mentor, and maybe you want to, get into the metaphysics or spiritualness or anything like that, healing, you're going to be doing that. It's all good. It's all good stuff. So Virgo, this looks really great. I love that. Okay. So we go from Virgo to Libra. Oh, look at this. And look, another one for its time. This is a card that represents Libra. Okay. So it is Libra. It is Gemini. It represents Aquarius as well, Sun, Moon, and Rising. The King of Swords. King of Swords, okay, very intelligent person. And because it's a general reading, this is a male or female. So this is a person that is going to be either very significant in your life, or it could represent you and your energies, okay, Libra? So the King of Swords, like I said, is very, very intelligent, but this intelligence could get in his way at times, because sometimes, we overthink things, or we let our mind, get carried away with certain things, and then we get all crazy. So make sure you don't do that. It does represent, people that could be attorneys, or people in the law enforcement or anything like that. There are a number of career elements that the King of Swords does preside over. And so the bottom line is that you're going to be using your mind a whole lot more. But watch how you use your mind, because there is a positive and a negative way of using your mind. Okay, and like I said, don't go down the negative road, and you can get carried away with that. It doesn't take much. What you want to do is use your mind for the good and the positive, and start thinking very good things. You could be entering a career, like I said. You could be going into law enforcement. You could be, going into to be an attorney, or the king. I'm getting cold chills is definite for some out there, and this represents doctors as well too. Like the King of Swords represents, being a doctor. And some of you are so smart, I'm saying, like a doctor in any way, whether you could be a surgeon. Okay, with the sword there represents surgeons, people becoming surgeons, or who are surgeons, okay, doing surgery coming up for you. And, doctor of any kind. Maybe you are going to be graduating soon, or going down that field, down that road in that field. So, it represents a lot of good things. But the bottom line is, keep it positive. Keep it positive for yourself. Okay, Libra? Okay, so we're going from Libra to, what are we looking at here? Let's see, October. Oh, we're going into Scorpio. Okay, the Five of Swords. Okay, now, the Five of Swords is winning the battle somehow. Okay, you fought this battle, you fought hard, and you won. It's done. So, whatever it is that's happening in your life, whether it's work related, career related, personal related, anything, because it's a general reading, whatever you're personally dealing with, that battle's going to be done. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to court and you're waiting for, that to be done, that's going to be done. Okay. If you're wanting to finish out your schooling, that's going to be done. If you're wanting to, end a career or end a job somewhere, that's going to be done. If you're fighting hard to get a promotion, or start your own company, or do anything, or get into whatever you want to get into, you're winning the battle. Okay. You fought the battle, and they're going to, and it's, yes, you win. Okay. Just like the victory card over here. Okay. You win the battle, but just make sure whatever battle you're fighting, the cost is worth it to you. Okay. Because sometimes, we have to weigh out what we're battling for. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? When I come out the winner in the end, am I really the winner? Okay. So, before you go down that road of battle, because this could be coming up for someone, it may not have happened yet. This looks like a battle won. So whatever you're going to be doing, whatever's coming up for you, if you haven't started it yet, you will be winning the battle. and hopefully it's going to be a good battle, something that you're fighting for that's very positive. You could be fighting for your rights. It could be anything. But the bottom line is the battle is won, which is wonderful. That's really, really good. Okay, Scorpio, now we're getting into Sagittarius. Okay, don't get scared of this card. The 10 of Swords represents endings, completions. Because it is a general reading here, it does look like something's happened to somebody here, okay? Maybe they trusted someone, stabbed them in the back, just like that. And now things have ended with them. It could be in a relationship, in a work situation. It could be anything here that this happened. It could be things just ending in your life. You're done with them, just like fighting this battle here. The battle over right here, okay, for Scorpio. For you Sagittarians, something is done, completed. A relationship may be over, a job position may be over. It may be just as light as you finishing up one position, okay, and being promoted and going into a higher position. Or it could be where you're done with the job and you're going into another job, a better job. It could be something where somebody some of you may get laid off or lose your job, but you will be getting something because it's an ending. And whenever there are endings, there's always new beginnings. Okay, so whatever is completing for you, and it doesn't have to be negative. It could be very, very positive. And keep in mind, even when we lose our jobs against our will, things like that, or get laid off, or whatever the situation is, there's always a really good reason because something better is coming for us. Sometimes we need to be kicked out of where we are, no matter what it is, whether it's a job or something else. We just, because we don't know any better, we may be miserable there. And that's not what the God and the universe wants for us. So they will kick us out of there. They will find a way to kick us out. But I'm telling you, it's never usually a good thing, when we're because it's always like a sad thing that happens. But what happens afterwards is the good thing. And that's what allows us to realize, okay, that it was a best thing that happened to us. So yes, I'm getting cold chills. It's a definite for some. So I want you to keep that in mind. So don't get all sad and negative. Just know that you're probably going to be better off in the long run. So there are endings and going to be new beginnings for you. Okay, and then the last one is Capricorn. Okay, we have the Page of Wands here. And again, the Page of Wands is movement, it's growth, it's news. This Page of Wands has news for someone. So if some of you are waiting for any kind of special news, or it's on its way. If you're waiting to go somewhere, the wait will be over soon. It's okay to wait because sometimes waiting is good. And I'll give you an example. Hey, I walked out to my car because I have to go somewhere. Oh, damn, I forgot my keys. I got to go back in and get my keys. Do you know that short little time that you could be being saved from possible, maybe a car accident or, something else happening for that little delay. So it's saying go with the flow if you have a delay here. It's not really a delay, it's waiting. Okay, it's waiting. It's waiting for the right time as well, Capricorn. Okay, sometimes, we have to wait for things to be ready. Just because we're ready doesn't mean the person, maybe if we're waiting for a person, they're ready because there may be, work going on in the universe with God getting them ready. Or if it's a situation, no matter what the situation is, that wait is getting that ready for you. So by the time it comes to you, it's going to be right. Because timing, God's timing, the universe's timing is always the best timing. So don't look as waiting as a hindrance, okay? Look at this as a very positive thing. Also, on the other hand, there is news coming. And so when that timing is right, that news will come to you. So whether it's this month or next month or sometime, in the near future, there is something that you've been waiting for that is coming to you in the form of news, okay? So it's going to be different for everyone. So this card has a lot of different meanings, but all in a very positive way. Some of you just may be, waiting to go on a trip or waiting, for the summer to come because that's when you and your family or you go on a trip or you're waiting to go see somebody, you're waiting for somebody to come see you. Again, because it's a general reading, it could be any number of things. But the bottom line of this card, it's very good positive overtones. Okay, thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for understanding. I just had some personal things happen, during this month of March so far, and this is the best I can do. I just want to get a little something out to all of you. But we will be working on, or I'll be working on getting, when April comes around, to have like the fuller reading for everyone. So I wish everyone a wonderful March, and if you celebrate St. Patrick's Day, that's coming up. You guys have a great, great March. Take care.